All right, today we're going to unpack something huge. It's a message, but it's not coming from a person or an organization. This one's coming from the planet itself. So let's dive in and figure out what it's trying to tell us. And here it is, the line that kicks everything off. For so long we've talked about climate change as this distant thing, right? A problem for the next generation. Well, the point here is simple. That's not true anymore. That way of thinking, it's done. This isn't on the horizon, it's here. Okay, so what does that even mean, really? I mean, if it's not the future anymore, what does it look like right now? What are the actual signs we can see? Let's take a look at the evidence. And that's the thing. These signs, they're not exactly hiding. They're pretty much screaming at us. They're clear, you can see them, and they're happening as we speak. You could almost say the planet is sending us signals, and they're just getting louder and louder. First up, extreme events. I mean, think about it. Those once-in-a-lifetime storms or fires, it feels like we're seeing them on the news every other week now, doesn't it? And it's not just that. On top of all that, you've got these insane record-breaking temperatures. We're talking about heat waves all over the planet that are just hotter and last longer than anything we've ever seen before. It feels like every single year we're setting some kind of new, scary record. And this right here is the absolute key. It's not just that these crazy things are happening, it's how often they're happening. The frequency is what's changing everything. It's like extreme weather is the new normal. So this warning, it's not a one-off alarm. It's more like a siren that just won't stop. So, okay, we're getting all these signals loud and clear. The big question then is, what are we doing about it? How are we starting to respond? And that's really the next chapter in this whole story. It's interesting because you can almost think of this as a conversation, right? On one side, you've got the planet basically shouting that it's in trouble. That's the warning. And on the other side, you've got us. And our first step seems to be, well, just trying to make sure everyone's paying attention. And a perfect example of this is something like Earth Hour. You've probably heard of it. It's this big global thing. Yeah, it's symbolic, but its whole purpose is to get everyone all at once to just stop and think about the problem. It's a way of raising our collective voice and saying, hey, we hear you, we're listening. So we've got the warning, and we're starting to respond. Everything seems to be moving along, but this is where things get really serious. There's a huge catch, a really critical complication we have to talk about. And there it is. That's the punchline to this whole thing. It's the part that should give us all pause. Because even while we're waking up to the problem, even while we're starting to talk about it, the clock is ticking. And that window we have to actually do something meaningful about it, yeah, it's closing fast. Which, of course, leaves us with this one giant question. It's all laid out for us, isn't it? The signs are impossible to ignore. We're more aware than ever. But we're running out of time. So the warning's been sent. The real question now isn't, are we listening? It's, are we actually going to do something about it?